All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Inner Circle Live Asian session. I'm your host for tonight's session, Benny Allen, along with my awesome partner, Mr. Ryan Carthage, and we're happy and grateful that you all are here with us to wrap up the week as we take a look at the technicals and the fundamentals to see what we can get done in this Forex market. So without further ado, let's make sure that we turn off any and all distractions. Grab a pen and paper, take lots of notes, and let's make sure that we participate and engage. So if everybody can hear me loud and clear, do me a huge favor. As always, drop me a 1 in the chat and we can get this session going. All right. I appreciate it, everybody. Okay. So let's get out of here, right? Talk about what happened today in the market fundamentally, right? We saw that today the CPI came in. CPI, slow core CPI, missed forecast lower than expected, which was big for the market, right? The beautiful thing about the Forex market is, hey, we can trade on the way up, on the way down, okay? We just need volatility. So we saw the reaction, we saw the stock market rally, right? People hedging their bets on that the Fed is going to pivot. We know that they're going to raise rates, right? So they're starting to think, hey, maybe 50 basis points instead of 75. We'll take it, and the market rallied. So if we go over and take U.S. inflation rate slows more than expected, U.S. consumer price inflation eased for a fourth month in a row to 7.7% year on year in October, the lowest since January, and below market expectations of 8%, right? So 8% was expected, came in at 7.7, all right, as prices of energy and food increased at softer rates. So look at that key now. It's still increased, just at a softer rate, okay? The core index, which excludes food and energy, rose 6.3%, allowing also slowing from September's 40-year high, 6.6%, okay? So we know that any type of Federal Reserve action is lagging, right? It's lagging, so we're still, right, looking, we're still gonna see, you know, a lot of the effects of all the rate hikes that they've done in the past, okay? And that's what the market was looking for. Oil heads for a sharp weekly drop, okay? For a weakening demand outlook, right? We discussed that yesterday, okay? When fears of recession, the Fed is still going to hike rates. You know, what's going on with China with the lockdowns? So you get those demand fears, and we see that it dropped, okay? So it rose overall. We're still headed for a sharp weekly drop. It rose today, but we're still headed for a weekly drop compared. So we see the Japanese shares rally on soft U.S. Inflation data, right? So the whole world was waiting on that. U.S. futures edge higher after post-CPI rally. Okay, so that's what happened. DXY weakens to an 8-week low, right? So we posted the chart, and you can see how we got a break of that support. Okay, so we'll see if there's more downside pressure to come. We see that this huge bearish candle here on the daily chart is now being retested in the Asian session. So we'll see if this is a pullback and a continuation down. Don't know yet, but we shall see. So we'll keep our eye on the dollar index. But what we needed was what? We needed volatility. Okay, we needed a catalyst to get the markets going, to provide us with some setups. And that's why I love fundamental announcements, because that's most of the time, that's exactly what it does for us, right? We can take advantage of the volatility. So that's that. That's what everybody was waiting for. We see here the Dow soars, right? Stock market today, Dow soars as tech reigns supreme amid cooling inflation. All right, so everybody on the stock market pretty happy today. We'll see how long that lasts. All right. Any questions on what happened fundamentally today as a result of the CPI data?
No.
No, pretty good, pretty clear, right? We were looking for it to either come in hot or come in and start to slow. So it's slow. So now we know, right? We know how to go look for our setups that we like to see in the market as a result. Okay. So I had one of the members sent me a message and asked, they're just getting going. And they were talking about, the setups. It's a lot coming at them. Like, it's like taking water out of a fire hose. And yep, we get it. Anytime you learn anything new. But it was kind of like one of those things that, hey, if I had to do it all over again and I learned all this stuff, what would I focus on? What setup would I focus on? All right. So anybody that's been with us for a while, tell me, what do you think, guys? Which setup would I focus on if I was a new trader and I was coming in and I learned how to do top-down analysis, and then I laid my fibs out? What setup do you guys think I would look for in the market?
618.
618. Sweet spots, right? So if I had one sweet spot to trade, what do you got? What do you all think it would be? If I learned all the sweet spots and I said, you know what? I just want to look, right? I just want to look for that one setup. That's right. I see it coming in, right? Beneath said it first, the 80-20, right? The 80-20. If I had to learn this from scratch all over again, and I wanted to focus on one setup across all the pairs and all the time frames, I would literally do my top-down analysis, and I would look for on just about every time frame, do I see an 80-20? Right? Do I see an 80-20? That's what I would look. That's what I would look for. That's what I would look for. Is it available? Okay, that's the one setup. So like right here on the dollar. Okay, see how I hit that zone? See how that B boundary broke and it hit that zone? That's what I would be looking for. Okay, so how would I play it as a trader? What would I do? Well, let me draw this out. Okay, hold on one second. Make sure everybody that just joined us is all set up. And I think this is going to help a lot of people, to be quite honest. Right, people that have been learning everything. What's the one thing that I can do with everything that I've learned? One setup that can help me be successful if I do it consistently. Right, if I mark up my charts every week and I'm patient, it's the 80-20. Right, and this is how I would set it up. Either way, okay, whether it's bearish or it's bullish. Okay, Denise, I was going to say the 80-20, but I wasn't confident. Hey, we're all traders here. You got to go ahead. Hey, take your best shot, Denise. All right, take your best shot. It's all good. Okay, so, but you're right though, the 80-20. All right, so what I would do, it would definitely help. Right, this is it. This is it. Every time frame, 5 minute. You see the 5 minute is going bananas with it. Okay, but we know what happens on, and we'll go through some. But hold on. Before I get going, take a step back. Ryan, good evening.
My brother. Good evening, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. You doing all right?
I'm doing okay, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Getting
for sure.
better and better. Let's say that.
Considering, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So let's do it. So, anything on the fundamental front, Ryan? I went through that pretty quick. The main report I was looking for today was the CPI, but I know there's a lot of other stuff going on in the world. But
no, that was the big thing as of right now. Nothing else really came up front that I've seen so far.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of was like, I had a super narrow focus all day today, like looking at how the market was reacting and reading the reports just on the CPI. So CPI data. So here we go. So how would I do it? All right. So here we go. Here's our AB boundary like this. Okay. And we draw our fib. All right. And we've got our A. Okay. And we've got our B. You guys can do this in your sleep. Okay. Got our AB boundary set up. We see it posted in the Telegram. we know we could trade B boundary to the 382. All right. Bang. We know we can do that. Okay. So if this is uptrending, got up AB boundary, B boundary to the 382. We also know that classic 80-20 play, okay, is here. The price reaches that 118, 127 zone, and then back down to the 382 or lower, right? So our 382 target, okay, this, like that. Okay. So the way I would do it, if I'm brand new, I would scour the charts for the one setup. This one right here. Bang. Okay. How many people in the group have been trading the setup on the 5 minute? Anybody been playing the 5 minute charts? Every you're gonna get that tatted. I know, right? Okay. So so here we go. So this is what I would look for. All day, every day. If I don't see it, I don't trade it. Please drop me a 2 if you understood what I just said. All right. In all ears. Okay. You wanna really shorten the learning curve, compress your time frame, do your top-down analysis, all right? Because that's going to help you with your fibs in the right direction and everything. Okay. Now, if you use a smart trader, you got smart fibs, so it's going to automatically reset once you get them going. I don't know how much easier you can make that. So what I would do is I would look to enter in this zone. Okay. Like this. Bang. Okay. And me, I would put my stop right at the D extension. No matter the time frame. And I would do, we all know how to do the math now on calculating your stop loss and calculating your risk and your lot size from your stop loss. Please drop me a 1 if we all get that. Yep. Ebony, and let it go. Now, because it's going to give you room, but also, right, it's still, now this is a daily chart, it's still going to put you in a favorable setup. Okay, it's a daily chart. The pips are ridiculous. Okay, we'll go through some charts. All right, but you can see, all right, 36.32 to the 382, 58.71. That's how I'd be setting this thing up. And like Ebony said in the chat, I would just let it go. All right, listen to me closely tonight. Okay, I'm setting you up here. Okay, that's what I would look for. Okay, now we know. Okay, if it's an uptrend, right, we come down, we know it can press deeper, right? And we know that's another sweet spot zone, okay? And we like to trade, okay? All right, 61 deeper, 50% sometimes, right, with good structure, okay? Boom. And we know that this can get long. If I'm a newbie, I'm not even worried about that zone. Not even worried about it. I'm looking, okay, for this 80-20 setup. Now, depending on the size of your account, how you want to play it, right? If you could trade 2 micros, right? If you could trade too many lots, whatever. If you want to run it at one setup, one trade in that zone, and if you can watch it once you get around that 38.2, if you want to take half off. So if I'm trading at 1 mini lot, $1, maybe when it starts to get to that target, I take 50% off, let the other 50%, the other 50, not 50%, but 50 cent, take 50 cent off, and then let the other 50 cent run to the 61.8 and adjust my stop to break even, right? You can do that. You can split the trade up, right? 5 micros, right? That's still 1 mini lot. Let it run, let 2 run, set the target 1 for TP1, set the second target for second trade for TP2. Okay. The account lets you do that. Same stop. All right. But this is all I would look for. Okay. Now, if this trade runs that C to D move, that's fine, because once it goes, right, it makes this ABCD move. Okay. Hits the D extension. I get a new AB boundary. I'm looking for my play again, right? Back to this level. Okay. That's what I'm going to look for. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to look to trade the same setup. Questions so far? Okay. So when you're doing your top-down analysis and you pop your fib on, if you see it on the weekly, if you see it on the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, the 5, right? Whatever you feel comfortable trading, and you identify that, or we put it in the chat, right? When there's a new AB boundary that forms and we put that in the chat, this is the setup that you're looking for. Okay. So it was a great question, right? That one of the members asked me, and that's what's prompted me to do this. And it made me think, like, what would I do? Right? Especially if I was new and I'm working on my patience as a swing trader and it's just not there yet. I just don't have it in me, right? To let it run this long and add in a trade. Maybe I don't have time. Then this is my setup. Okay. There have been traders, and you do your research, that have made millions of dollars identifying a cup and handle pattern. And that's all they trade. Everybody follow me on that? Drop me a 4 in the chat. I need to know you guys are with me tonight. I know it's Thursday, but I need to know everybody's on board with me. All right? This is it. Now, we run these exercises for the last few months to show you guys. Now we're all the way down to the 5-minute chart to show you, no matter, I hope you're convinced, for those of you who've been following along, that no matter what the time frame, the setup is tradable. Okay? That's why we've gradually done that. Start from the top and work our way down. Okay? So, do this the other way. A, it's like a mirror. B, shallow retracement, less than a 382. Bang. Stop. Bang. Depending on the pair, yes, the stop loss is going to be wide. Okay, but it's still going to put you right on the right side. Okay, risk to reward. Just do it. Right, you'll see. But you want to let it come down to this level. Okay? If you don't get it, don't trade it. Hope everybody's hearing me. Okay. If you don't see it, don't trade it. Now, here's my target. Bang. Bang. You want to put your TP3 in there? That's fine too. Okay. Look to take the trade. Now, if you want to use the additional confirmations, we've taught on everything. If you want to use the additional confirmations, that's fine. Right? That's fine if you want to do that. But, right, this is the zone. Now, once you get involved in the trade, okay, this thing can bounce around, move up, bounce around, okay? You have everything already set up. Leave it alone. Follow the process, okay? Oftentimes what I'll do is I love to put my target just a little bit below in this example, the 382 or the 61.8, because we know price can react, all right? But let it run. Because if you cut your trades too short, you're going to end up upside down in your account. You have to will you have some trades where you may lose a trade where like, man, it got decent amount of ways it got here, right? And then it dropped on me. Stop me out. That's okay. The stop out was already measured. You know the risk if you're doing it right. Okay, the way we teach you. But you're gonna need these trades to hit targets because that's what's gonna compensate for your losses. Newsflash, right? You're gonna lose. Okay. But you need your winning trades to compensate for your losses. Risk versus reward. That's why there's a ratio. Okay. And I hope everybody is hearing that. Calculate your risk before you get in a trade. Once you trade it, let it run. Because you need these to work out over time. Okay, and I know we've gone over this before, but this is very, very important. Okay. Now, okay, if we come through these charts and we start looking at these setups, right? Here's an Aussie CAD on the 5-minute. It's in the zone. It's doing its thing. Either that trade is going to come down and hit this target or it's going to hit my stop loss. Okay. If I get in at the 127, okay, and I get up around that day here, looking at 38 pips or whatnot, to the 382 is 73 pips. I'll take that. Okay. I'll take that. But I'm going to let this trade do what it needs to do. It's the only way it's going to work. Okay. It's the only way it's going to work. All right. So that means this trade here, no. Okay. Everybody follow me on that? Yes, no? Okay. We'll keep this very, 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 very simple. Okay. Simple, but effective, right? We see how this breaks down. It took off. Okay. It took off. Okay. If you don't get the break of that B boundary at that shallow retracement and it doesn't come down in that zone, we're not looking to trade it. Okay. We are not looking to trade that. Okay. Here, there's the swing. Okay. Everybody see that? This is what you're looking for. Aussie NZD is still in the middle of the swing. This is a 1 hour we identified. Here was one before. This is your zone. Okay. Here it is, right? So off the zone, okay, come out that 127, there's 80 pips, 147. The math just works out. Questions, anybody? Nope.
No, sir.
Okay. So look, this here was a beautiful move. The question was asked, what would I do? If I had to do it all over again, I had one setup to trade. So this is a no. That's a beautiful ABCD move. No. This is what I want. Okay. This is an identifying a nice low area. And guess what? It's going to make ABCD waves on the way up anyway. Okay. This is just the low price that I'm identifying to where I want to buy. Got it. Okay. Aussie dollar. Yes. Yes. $143. 250. 351. It works out. Why? I've got a wider stop. I'm going to divide my risk by my stop loss. If you have a small account and it's not tradable, trade it at a micro. 1 micro. 1%. I got 100 trades. I got 180 20s in the tank. Does anybody think that they're not going to make money? Okay. That's the Aussies, just like that, right? That's our Aussie pairs, right? And we can go back, right? Here's an Aussie dollar here now on the 5. Why? Because this is getting extended. See that? You see that leg? So if you come here to the 5, there's a possibility that there's one setting up there. So if you're out that trade on the 1, we're right back in the zone again. So if I'm at this 127 here, right? 59, 60 pips. Okay. I'm a 114. Okay. If you just got out of the longer one on a higher time frame, you might not take that one. That's cool. Okay. But this is what you're looking for. Here's the Aussie dollar on the 4. It swung on this time frame too. That's still moving down, right? Okay. You see this happening in the market over and over again. Okay. So this would be my cup and handle type play, right? That people made famous. Look at this here. Nope. It's beautiful. But if that's not the play, it's not the play. It took out the A. I'm just going to run the fibs the other way. Now, if this happens to break this beat boundary and hit this target area, then we could talk about something, right? We could talk about something. 24, 45. Okay. Let's take a look at it, right? The question was asked, so let's do it. This is on the weekly. Okay. You like trading on the high time frames? There it is, sitting right there. All right. See how that pushed up and collapsed? This is what you're looking for. This here, nope. If I'm looking for that zone, I'm letting it ride. I'll let this finish out. I'll make my decisions after that. Mm. 63, 119, 164. Questions so far? No. Okay. All right. Pretty simple. Let's take the guesswork out of it. All right. This is beautiful and all. It is. But if I'm a newbie, I have no parts. I'll find another pair to trade, or I'll look for that setup on a time frame. All right. That worked out. All right. I'm good. Here's a potential setting up. Okay. Might be one. You're okay. All right. Beautiful. But nope. Right. Yes. Right. 73, call it 75, 140 if it hits target. Keep it simple, right? Daily chart. Long term. $295, 523. Nope. All right. Nope. Nope. All right. U-turn. Yes. All right. As a trader, can you do this? Type yes or no in the chat. Somebody talk to me. Let me know. Awesome. Glad we're on the same page. Okay. What do we have? 71, pretty much 130. I'll take it. Okay. I'll take that. What we got setting up here? Same thing. We looked at that. Okay. Euro NZD. Okay. What do we have going on here? Nope. All right. That hit my 118 and drove right up. Okay. Hit a 38.2 first though, so that wasn't a real super good one. But right here, you better believe it. Okay. 82. 150, 154, whatever. All right. Pretty much got the TP2 on that. Okay. You guys can trade. This is the Euro USD right here. Okay. See what's going to happen. That dollar pressure. Okay. Pressure on the dollar. Hit the zone. What are we going to get out of it? Okay. Let it do its thing. Over time, I'm going to come out on top. Okay. Get up around that zone 75, 145. Okay. Second level, second TP, that's just icing on the cake, right? All right. Look how that shot. That one almost pulled off today to the announcement. Got close, got within the range. All right. Got around that 118 zone. It was a good move. It's a good reaction up against structure. 145 pips before it made that U-turn. Here, you all remember this one. All right. 95 pips, call it. 135, 140, whatever. And they kept running. Yes. Yes. All right. Nope. Yes. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 this week. I don't care about this. Just move back up. I want that fib to reset. I want to look for that zone to be hit. Look. It's there. $75, $80, $148. This move, don't care. I need the fib to reset. I need it either to jump through these, take profits, take the A out, take the A out. I run the fibs the opposite way, or it can finish the C to D move. I need to see this move here. If I don't get it, I don't trade it. Okay. All right. This one missed. But it ended up going, which is crazy. Then it collapsed. All right. So that one, not so much. Okay. Got it here. Turned over at the B boundary there. But we're going to filter that out. Okay. So GJ bounces 3 times on the 1. Okay. But look. Yes. 66, 144. I'll take it. Okay. I'll take it. That's today and into the Asian session. I'll take that. All right. This one came, hit the move and then bounced again. Right. That's not clean for us. We want to 80-20, then back up. Yes. I don't even know how many setups that this is at this point.
I think we're well into the 20s. More than that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. That we came close. Made out. But this is what we mean, right? When we say, hey, man, you got to become fascinated with this stuff. How you end up finding patterns in the market. Right? You got to spend the time on the charts. All right. Like my football coach used to tell me, Alan, you got to want it. That one came up just shy, almost tapped it, and it's still recovered. All right. It's doing the dance. Let it do the dance. Let it do the dance. Let's see what it's going to do. I'm not basing my life off of one trade. I'm following the process. 97. 185. You all see with the risk and reward. I don't even need, look, that's not even the 61.8 is the icing on the cake. So you can see I don't need to win every one of these trades. I don't have to worry about that. I need to control what I can control. My risk and my process. $25, 44, 60, 86. You guys remember that one from last night? Didn't hit the stop. Don't worry about drawdown. I'm not over leveraged. I've calculated what I could lose before I took the trade. $21, 40. Well, that hit target. All right. Somewhere down in the zone. Look, 47, 86. Right? Can't we just shy that zone? That's still 57. All right. 75. This was playing around now on the 5. But man. Sure was a nice one on the 4. 276, 493. Right around a 118, maybe not, but it swung. This is where we are now. Right. Still got your long swings going, right? We got those mapped out. Look at that. Right. That one's struggling. Right. That one hit. Did it hit? Might have. I don't know. I didn't look at this one. Yeah, I think it did hit. It's no longer highlighted. So, all right. See what else sets up from that one. Jeremy, question.
Yes, a quick one. Assuming you find a price at in one of the sweet spots, say on the 1 hour time frame, and you drop down to the 15 and you identify 80/20, but the stochastic is in the opposite direction. Do you take it or just wait?
Just wait. Like if you're playing that longer swing, you just wait. Now if you're playing a longer swing and it already took off and you're looking for a potential setup on that particular pair, then it's like, okay, I see this on the 5, I'll take a shot at it, right? But if you are like on that NZD USD, like if you've been playing that 4-hour swing, I would just stay in that 4-hour swing to target. It's getting close to target. I closed out. You know what I mean? Already,
Yeah.
it's close enough. That's a lot off that swing. Took forever, right? But it moved over 400 pips. So at this point, like, could I take a risk on that? Being I've already gained 400 and something pips. If I wanted to take a risk on that and I lost it off of a 5-minute setup, it's like I'm still net profitable. So it just really comes down to how you're feeling at that point in time.
Okay.
But if you're already in one on a longer time frame swing and you're profitable on it, I would just wait. So here's one around the 118 zone. All right, still favorable, right? Anything in that zone, okay? Favorable. Okay. Right. Look at the push down and the move up, right? So you're not gonna look, when you set yourself up, your risk management is already calculated. I know what I can lose. I know I needed to go to this target. I don't care about all of this stuff. I can't control how it gets there, what the price action looks like, how much it wants to dance around. I gotta leave it alone. I can't fiddle with the trade if it's gonna work out for me in the long run. Okay. Okay. Don't fiddle with the trade. Screw right back down to that support. Crazy. This thing that bounced all over the place. But you still had an 80-20. Right? I took that out. Yeah, I'm here. Right? I hit the zone. bananas today on gold. All right. We expect that type of reaction. CPI data come out, weak for the dollar. All right. I don't even have anything on this chart, but I mean, I think we've seen enough. Right? Ryan, thoughts?
I mean, the data speaks for itself. What Benny just did in a short time frame, folks that are newer with us, folks that have been here a while, you guys know this, but at the beginning of this year, we went through all of the 1 hour fibs on every pair from the first day, which I believe was January 5th of 2021, all the way through the end of December, to see how many fibs played out in this 80-20 scenario to at least a 382. And the reason we call it the 80-20 scenario is it plays out approximately 80% of the time. And the percentage was like 78.6% of the time that this scenario played out. And this is across all pairs on a 1 hour time frame. Looked at every single fib. So what Benny's saying here is you can pick this one thing and have a very, very high success rate, right? So what I'd encourage you all to do is do what we did, right? Seeing it will help you to visualize what you're working toward, right? Seeing it play out just as Benny just went through, right? Now, if you go back and you look at every single pair, right, on the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame, and you can get your own data, but you can start to see how this thing plays out every single time, right? Seeing it helps you visualize it. Then once you start pulling the trigger, you have more confidence. Now, as you pull the trigger, you can feel what it feels like as this trade moves in your favor. You can feel what it feels like for it to potentially go and draw down a little bit, get close to hitting that B extension, but not exactly, turning over and pushing down to the 382. You can feel it, right? You're able to see it. Then you're able to see it and feel it, right? Now you know what you might need to do from a mental perspective, right, to manage yourself, right? But you gain the confidence in knowing that I calculated my risk. I felt how this felt to go in a drawdown. I felt what it felt to go in a profit. And you even felt what it felt for it to hit your stop loss. So now you know what the emotions are that you will have. And you can document how you can then manage those going forward, right? Changes that you might need to make to ensure that you are calculating that risk, right? Conversations you may need to have with yourself as that trade goes in a drawdown, right? To ensure that you're not cutting that trade off too soon, right? Or as it's going into profit, you don't get scared and close it too early, right? You're able to document those things. So now you're filling out that trading plan. You have the foundation of it, right? This is the setup I'm going to trade. Now, these are the details on how I'm going to manage myself. These are the details in regards to how I'm going to manage my trade. These are the details in regards to when I'm going to take my profit, right? And you can place those right in front of you. And every single time you start to get those emotions that pop up, you can just look at those rules. What do my rules say? And once you get consistent following those rules, then you'll start to see consistency in your trading. Great session, bro.
Appreciate it. Awesome message, man. Awesome message. What questions do we have? None? Does everybody think this is something that they can do? Awesome. All right. Simplify. Keep it simple. We show you so many different ways because we have so many different trades, right? But it was a great question that was asked to me. What would I do? That's what I would do. All right. We're gonna wrap it up. Hey, everybody, have a great night. We'll be back Saturday for the weekly ritual, getting those charts set up, right? Continuing to be disciplined, continuing to be consistent. Keep grinding, keep working hard, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy your Friday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.